Next, we got two legends, Karl Malone and Isaiah Thomas, who played against Larry Bird for almost all of their career and had intense playoff matchups. They shared their stories of how Bird used to talk trash during clutch moments.
I remember sitting on the bench watching Kevin McHale and Larry Bird, and Larry Bird did something. To me, I'm still marveled at this, and he got so many people. It was a timeout, and one of our teammates, Bart Kofold, had a camera. Right. He's taking pictures. So Larry Bird came over there and looked at our bench, and he said, three-pointer from right over here. So I'm sitting over there looking like, that Babe Ruth, calling your shot already, right?
Yeah.
So Isaiah, I'm sitting there looking. He looked down at the floor. Hell, everybody looked down at the floor. He like he threw something, and he hit a three.
Can you believe that?
And I remember Kevin kind of looking over at the bench like, this is gonna be a long night.
We walk out on the court, and he said, who guarded me? Larry used to always call me Cheesy, right? He's like, Cheesy, who guarded me? And I was like, I got Kelly, I got Lamb, I got Benson. He's like, you ain't got no brothers? He's like you. He's like you.
Disrespecting me.
That's what he said.
Straight up.
That's exactly what he said. He said, hey, man, you can't put no white dude on me.
Hey, bro.
That is straight disrespect, right? He said, don't put no white dude on me. So check this out. So the next year we come back, I said, I got somebody for your ass, right?
Yeah.
He said, who you got? I said, Robin. He said, okay, he's a little better. He said, but don't ever put no white dude on me because that is disrespectful. I was like, okay.
Patrick Ewing, a New York Knicks legend and one of the best centers of all time, is close friends with Larry Bird and has voiced admiration for Bird's skills, basketball knowledge, and leadership on multiple occasions. And he told people that Larry Bird's trash talking was the real deal.
He talked trash against us, talked trash with against everyone else. But the difference is he could back it up. I remember, like I was saying, growing up in Boston, people all used to always talking about that he can't jump, he can't do this, he can't do that. And, a lot of my friends was like that, So, I got to the league. I called all my friends back up. I said, all that trash that you were talking, you need to squash all that. This man is great. He can, whatever you were saying for a man who can't jump, he's demolishing everybody.
Here are three legends, Dr. J, Kevin McHale, and Bill Walton, explaining Bird's impact on the game and his mindset when playing. Pay attention to McHale's story especially because it shows what Bird will do when the game is on the line and he's not having the best night.
This guy, I think he was born to play basketball. Seeing him come in and making the adjustment early, taking a team that had won 20 games the year before, and the next year, they're 40 plus, and the next year they're 60 plus.
Nothing bothered him. Unbelievable competitor, great hands, great vision, great feel for the game, and just, could go out every single night and just play at an unbelievably high level. Didn't have to shoot the ball really well to have a good game because he did so many different things.
I'm out, I'm inbounding the ball. Larry, we drop a play, we're walking out there. Larry says, I'm going to shoot a three. I'm going to win it right here. And I'm like, Larry, no. I just make it two. We're just going to overtime. I'm thinking, my God, you haven't made a shot all game long. Don't do that now. So we walk over there, and Larry walks by the bench, and he tells the Phoenix bench, he said, I'm fixing to jump out here, bust this play, and knock a three down on you and go home. And the bench looks at him and stuff. So Larry busts the play, jumps out, gets the ball on kind of in front of their bench at the three-point line, shoots it. As he lets it go, he looks at the bench and said, "Told you so," and starts running to the locker room. The ball rips through. We win by one, and the bench coaches have this. El Bianchi's got this look on his face, like honestly, like he's seen a ghost. He's just sitting there. And I walk by and I go, does it all the time. And El Bianchi just shakes his head. But that was classic Larry. a will to win, unbelievable amount of confidence. But the best thing was he had no idea what I was thinking in my mind. Like, am I really going to throw it to him? He hasn't made a shot all the fourth quarter. He ran in, and by the time I got in there, he had already popped a beer. He had a beer in his hand. He was laughing. And I just walked up to him and gave him a hug and said, man, you are something.
Nobody worked as hard as Larry. He was the first guy there. He was the last guy to leave. He wore that body out with the jumpers and the running and the movement and the concentration and the focus and the discipline and the sacrifice. He had it all. He wanted the light on him. He wanted the focus, and he wanted that ball. And if it ever got to the point where Casey Jones, a coach who we just loved and would do anything for, if Casey would ever call somebody else's play, Larry would just say, no, I'm shooting this ball, and he would.
2 seconds on the shot clock. Bird wants a three out of it, and he gets it.
Next, we have two NBA legends who are in my top 5 of all time, Magic Johnson and Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. They both said Larry Bird was the best guy they played against. And listen to how they describe Bird's game. You can tell that it was war when you're getting ready to play against that man. And you had to be on your A game at all times.
The best guy I played against might have been, Larry Bird, someone like that.
How good was
Michael
Bird?
Jordan.
I don't think people
don't
look at
appreciate
him and think,
they
he's
said,
a white guy,
he's
slow guy.
a chubby white guy. He wore us out, man. Because he just, this muscle here, the one between his ears, that was his best, because he made the three-pointers and he had assists and rebounded, steals. He was always at the right place at the right time on the court. One of the great players I had the opportunity to play against.
There's nobody that I ever played against that I love and respected more than Larry Bird. The man, listen, you couldn't give him an inch or he would just shoot it right in your face. He was dominant at both ends of the court. And so Larry Bird made me a better player, and I think I made him a better player. And together, we made the NBA better.
And now we have the last two legends on this list, John Stockton and Charles Barkley. They both shared hilarious trash-talking stories when they went against Bird. And you get to see Charles explain what exactly made NBA players fear him in a game.
He's the only guy that came into Utah when I was a young player and said, I think I'm going to have 43 tonight. Told our whole team that on the bench, and he came in and had 43 tonight. So I don't know. I have to give the nod to Larry at this one.
Don't feel bad because I was the tiebreaker on the poll question, and I picked Larry Legend as well. So I'm with the same company. So
God, Bird talk trash to everybody.
But didn't he? Did he get to a point where he had respect for you?
I always tell this story about Larry Bird. I remember him. He was cursing under his breath. And I asked him, I said, Larry, what's going on with you? He says, you guys are being disrespectful to me. And I says, what are you talking about? He says, you guys are putting a white guy on me. That's disrespectful.
Wait, who's the white guy you put on him?
I can't remember who it was. I just started laughing. I had no comeback. He says, it's disrespectful when y'all put a white guy on me. And I'm sitting there like, I'm laughing in the middle of a game.
Like, Larry beat you with his will and his mind. But he didn't have the athletic ability that Kobe and Michael and LeBron and those guys had.
Yeah.
Larry willed himself and his team to win.
So guys, I hope you enjoyed the video and show everyone this if they're sleeping on how good Larry Bird was. Because there are 15 NBA legends that can vouch. So comment down below your favorite Bird story, and until next time.